Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is Monday, January 15, 2024, and yes, it is Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday today. And I hope that you all was just safe this weekend and was able to celebrate in a positive manner. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we are in week 3 of the new year, and where we're talking about dominating the year, the entire year of 2024 in every aspect of your life. And this month in January, we're talking about all about intentions. We talked about intentions in your personal growth. And this week, we're going to we're talking about intentions in your career goal, your health goals, and everything. We're talking about intentions today. Now, in the past few weeks, we've covered self-love, overcoming failures, and developing habits that support our aims in prior episodes. But today we will transfer our attention to critical components of our lives, and that's our jobs. That's our jobs. So let's go over some significant takeaways from our prior sessions that will help us to set powerful intentions in our professional life. And we had previously talked about taking inspired action steps towards manifesting our intentions, as well as creating habits and routine that supports our intention. But today we are talking about setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. Yes, today's topic is we're setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about exploring the importance of career intention setting, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast. Available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
Hey, it's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to axnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you. All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on this Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're going to be talking about setting intentions for our career success and fulfillment. Yes, but before we begin, let's take a moment to center ourselves with a breathing practice. And this practice will assist us in focusing our minds and opening our hearts to the opportunities that await us on our professional routes. So join me in this quick and yet powerful practice to gain the mental clarity needed to develop significant career goals. All right? All right, so first what I want you to do is I want you to find a nice, quiet, comfortable place to sit. Or stand on your feet and make sure your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Now I want you to close your eyes as you feel comfortable. What feels comfortable for you? All right, now take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs with fresh air. And I want you to feel your chest and belly expand as you inhale, counting to 4 in your mind. Hold your breath for a moment at the top, feeling the energy and the potential within you. Now exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or negative thoughts. And as you breathe out, count to 6 in your mind, allowing the stress to melt away. Now pause for a moment, feeling the stillness and the calmness within you. Now inhale deeply again. Then this time, imagining that you are breathing in a positive energy and a sense of clarity. Visualize this energy flowing through your body and rejuvenating your mind and spirit. Now as you exhale, envision any doubts or fear leaving your body and making space for positive opportunities and growth. Take one final deep breath in, filling yourself with a sense of confidence and determination. Exhale slowly, releasing any remaining tension and allowing yourself to fully embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. Now gently open your eyes, feeling refreshed, focused, and ready to take on the professional journey that awaits you. And I also want you to remember that you can always come back to this breathing exercise whenever you need a moment of clarity and inspiration along your career path. Again, thank you for sharing this moment with me, taking your time out to do this. And if you're new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, we do this daily, Monday through Friday. Before we get into our topic of the show, we do a breathing exercise as part of our self-care routine that we do every morning, or whatever time you're listening to this show. I say morning because this is what time I record and everything at. So I'm about to start rambling on. All right, so let's get into the topic. We're talking about setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. In this segment, we look at how setting intentions might help us to navigate our job pathways. And we'll talk about how having clear aims can help us to achieve not only professional success, but also personal fulfillment. So understanding this link is critical for aligning our professional objectives with our deeper life ideals, all right? So setting intentions can greatly assist in navigating our job pathways and achieving both professional and personal fulfillment, right? And let me tell you, here's how. Clarity of direction. When we set clear intentions for our professional life, we gain a sense of direction and purpose. And it helps us to understand what we truly want to achieve and where we want to go in our careers. So by defining our goals and our aspiration, we can make better decisions and take actions aligned with our desired outcomes. And we spoke a little bit about this a few weeks ago, about knowing and understanding what your goals are, but also have a clear direction on where you want to go with it. Last week, it was more of aligning your intentions with a plan and knowing exactly what it is. All right, next is motivation and focus. So for intentions acts as a fuel for motivation. So when we have a clear aim in mind, we are more likely to stay focused on our task and persevere through challenges. It'll provide a sense of drive and determination that propels us forward. So even when we are going through the toughest of times, and this is when we talk about even overcoming those obstacles, being able to get through it with just the smallest of situations, but also learning how to overcome by using those setbacks or those obstacles as tools to better help with your focus, your intentions, or your goals. Next is alignment with values. Setting intentions can help us to align our professional pursuit with our deepest life ideas and values. And when we work in alignment with our core beliefs, we experience a greater sense of fulfillment and meaning, and allows us to integrate our personal and professional lives, creating a sense of harmony and balance. That is one of my truest goals, is to have harmony and balance in my life. It is. And so for me, having to stop performing over 10 years ago, 11 years ago, but also stop, shut down my OnlyFans and all of that stuff, and put my focus on what I truly love the most and what gives me fulfillment. And it truly is speaking and inspiring and encouraging others to truly work on themselves with self-healing, on truly falling in love with themselves, to have that self-love journey and understand what that is to them. But also not only what it is to them and how important it is to them, but also how important it is to other relationships, how important it is on the world. See, my goal is that whoever listens to the Season of Self-Love podcast can take the tools from here, the practical practices from here, or whatever that is given in here, that they can take it and give it to someone else. Or better yet, be a word of mouth and say, come and listen to what this young lady is saying. And maybe that can help you on your journey. And we talk about our core values a lot. And for me, I kind of broke mine down into 9. And I created an entire poem or ingredients of essence of myself. And again, I challenge you to do the same. I challenge you to take 9 core values of yourself and write it down in a poem to yourself. So then when you have all of those core values aligned, and figure out what is your personal and your professional goal. And I think we spoke about this last week on how to have in 2 lanes, in 2 rows, 2 categories for right now. So you can balance them out. So you can understand what they are. And then if life happens on a marvelous way, or just it happens in a good way, and they're able to combine with each other to where it can give you the full fulfillment, then do that. Next is to enhance decision making. Intention serves as a guiding compass when making important decisions related to our careers. They help us to evaluate opportunities, projects, and job offers and guess our desired outcomes. So by having clear aims, we can make choices that align with our long-term vision and avoid distractions or detours that may hinder our progress. Next, manifestation and visualization. Intention setting involves visualizing our desired outcomes and imagining ourselves already achieving them. This practice helps us to manifest our goals into reality. So by regularly visualizing success and affirming our intentions, we program our subconscious mind to seek out opportunities and possibilities that align with our aspiration. And when I say it starts to happen like without you even knowing it, it does. Opportunities just come, emails just come, whatever that you're doing, and you truly align and understand what you are doing in your purpose or in your job or whatever that you're doing, it opens up a flood door of opportunities. It does. I'm a witness of it. And next is increased resilience. We encounter obstacles and setbacks along our professional journey, and having clear intentions can help us bounce back and maintain a resilient mindset. So by reminding ourselves of our purpose and what we are working towards, we can persevere through challenges and find alternative paths to achieve our goals. So by understanding that the link between setting intentions and aligning our personal and professional ideas, we can consciously create a career that brings us fulfillment, purpose, and joy. It empowers us to proactively shape our job pathways in a way that resonate with our authentic selves and contribute to our overall sense of well-being. And for me, it has been the Season of Self-Love podcast, Elevate Me Self-Discovery, Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap podcast. Those three alone has been the most fulfilling for me. And I'm going to be honest, I have not made a dime from any of this versus from my other businesses. You understand? This is probably the most fulfilling that I've ever had in all of my 51 years of living, because I'm doing something that I love. I love helping others. I love encouraging others. I love to inspire others. I love to talk into others. That gives me joy when I see someone smile. That gives me joy when I see someone that can be able to speak and talk into someone else. Just the act of simple kindness. Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the steps in setting intentions for our career success and fulfillment. All right. All right. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on this Season of Self-Love podcast. And we'll be right back.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me Self-Discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me Self-Discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. And in our last segment, we talked about exploring the importance of career intention setting. And in this one, we're talking about steps to setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. And setting career intentions entail more than just goal setting. It also entails matching your objectives with your basic values and strength. So in this segment, I'll discuss practical ways to help you to develop relevant career goals. And we'll discuss how to define your career goals, match them with your personal development, and development actionable plans to attain them, all right? Setting intentions for career success and fulfillment involves several steps. Here's a practical approach to help you to develop relevant career goals. Also, how to define them in alignment with your personal development and create an actionable plan to attain them, okay? First, let's reflect on your values and passion. Start by reflecting on your core values, interests, and passion. Now, consider what truly matters to you in your career and what activities or subjects bring you joy and fulfillment. And with this introspective process will help you to align your career goals with your authentic self. So we speak of this all the time about finding what your core values is, and that is very important. That is very important for your journey, but also to identify what your self-love means to you, okay? Next is to identify your strengths and your skills. Take an inventory of your strengths, your skills, and areas of expertise. And once you've done that, then consider your natural talents, acquired knowledge, and experience that sets you apart from others. So understand what your uniqueness is. Finding out what you are unique in, that have your voice and no one else's. But also understanding your unique abilities will help you to define realistic and achievable career goals. And what that means, start off slow. Let's take it one step at a time. You can always have that big gigantic goal on the top, but let's take small steps before, and we're going to talk about that. Next, research career options. Explore different career paths in industries that align with your interests and strength. Conduct informational interviews, read industry publications, and attend networking events to gain insight into various professions. And this research will allow you to make informed decisions and identify the right career goals for yourself. So let me tell you, once I had retired from the adult industry and I had went into the cosmetic line, when I tell you I went to several different seminars, seminars, conventions, all of that, set in on it because I wanted to see what truly could be the growth of a Kiss Cosmetics. You know, because at first it was just the cosmetic lipsticks. I wanted to start off with just with lipstick, foundation, eyeshadow, and then some skincare. But then when I went to the several different conventions and I set in, you know, different classes and courses that they were giving, I found that how much money truly can be made from it, you know, through health, physical therapy, all of those things all come in connection with cosmetics. And I didn't realize that. I did not realize that until I truly spa treatments, all of those things. And so it kind of better gave me a vision to what I want for a Kiss Cosmetics. Do you understand? All right, next, set SMART goals. Once you have a clear understanding of your values, passion, strength, and the available career options, set SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals, and break it down. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, actionable steps that you can work on regularly. And this will provide clarity and direction in achieving your career aspirations. And I'm telling you, it works. You just have to be patient with yourself and allow your time to grow. And understand when you are starting something new, it takes time. It's like a crawl before you walk. Even though we live in a world where everything is instant, everything is so accessible to you right here and right now. You know, now this is the time that we have to take things a little slow, just a little bit, and take that step, take that first step, and then go to the next step, and then keep going up until you get to the top, to whatever your top looks like. Align your personal development with career goals. Determine the skills and knowledge you need to develop in order to reach your career goals. Identify any gaps in your current skill set and design a plan to acquire the necessary components. This may include taking courses, attending workshops, and seeking mentorships and opportunities. For me, this is what I did, especially when I said that I was going to really take Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap to another level. First, it was just Ask Naomi. But then when I knew that I was going to create a podcast for it, and really be out there, you know, making it live and speaking to other people, I knew there were some parts of transitioning coaching and life coach things that I needed, not only to have my personal, you know, business, but I also knew there was a more technical and professional language or practice that I needed to go by. And so I took a certified course on all of that. To better help enhance me so I can better be able to give you the full scope of everything. So even though I speak in professional lingo with you some of the time, but a lot of the times I'm coming to you from a very personal experience with all of that. And so I'm combining them both together, my personal and my professional, to be able to give you as many tools and practical ways they can possibly help you on your journey. Next is create an action plan. Develop a detailed action plan outlining the specific steps you will take to achieve your career goals. Set milestones and deadlines to keep yourself accountable, and break down your plan in manageable tasks and track your program regularly, and adjust your plan as needed to adapt to changing circumstances. So I'm going to be honest, I just started doing that within the past year or two. With my other businesses, I didn't have that. I did not do that. I had a plan of what I was going to do, my 5-year plan and stuff like that, but I didn't say what I was going to do in this year. I didn't break them down. You know, I didn't say, okay, what I'm going to do in this first 6 months of this, you know, of this business, and then what goal that I want to have, and, you know, I didn't do any of that. I just thought in my mind, seriously, like, oh, okay, I'm going to start this, and it's just going to blow up. I'm going to give myself 2-3 years, and if it don't blow up, then I'm out. But I didn't even prepare myself like I was supposed to. Yeah, I set a goal. I set a big ass goal, but I didn't set the small ones in between there, between the start and the finish. Yes, I did my homework. Yes, I went to seminars, to conventions, like I said. I did all of that. Went to the different offices, was in Canada, all over the place. Trying to find the right, mixtures in the companies and, all of that stuff. But then when it came down to do the actionable actions and really put things in order, I didn't. I was so consumed with the big goal that I didn't think about the steps in between there. I didn't think there were smaller steps in between there. I didn't think there were more achievable moments in between there. I mean, I did conventions myself. I took Kids Cosmetics on the road. We were in everybody's houses. Like, I was doing the thing, but did not have it all. Did not have it to where I had to make smaller goals and make this step. Okay, I'm finished with this, so let me take this. I was trying to do everything all at one time. But guess what happened? It became very overwhelming for me. And then my anxiety set in. And then my self-doubt set in. And then me now believing that people say, oh, you can't do that. The only thing you can do is what you was doing on screen. So I allow all of that to set in. And then it showed up in my performance of no longer, promoting, no longer doing this, no longer doing that, and then pulling back. And then pulling back. The next, seek support and feedback. Share your goals with mentors, coaches, and trusted colleagues who can provide guidance and support. And seek feedback from your progress and use it to improve and refine your strategies. by collaborating with others that can help you gain new perspectives and open doors to opportunity that align you with your goals. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have I had a support system. So let me correct that. I had a support system that will say, girl, yeah, you doing it. Yeah, that's, girl, you rocking, you balling. That cheerleader in that aspect. But then I didn't have that business aspect that they can sit down and say, you know what? Look, I just want to give you a little advice. I looked this over. But I did have one friend. I had one friend, but I didn't want to keep coming to him with so many things because he had so many. That was a part of his regular job was what he did as a profession. So I didn't want to keep taking advantage of him in that process because at that moment I didn't have a fee to be able to pay him for his services. So when I could, I would ask. But then most of the time I was on a computer Googling everything. YouTube University, that was where it was at. But then when it came down to me to have those, people right there in my face, no, I didn't. And my ego didn't allow me to search more for others then. It did not. It didn't. It didn't. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving you these tools because these are the tools that I use now. These are things that I use right now. And I understand exactly when and why I have to use those. Every single one of them, and how important it is. Especially when I'm talking about setting intention and manifesting. Setting goals. And understanding what that 5-year plan is. Not just writing down, okay, I'm going to do this, and leave it there. And then just go work. And then, okay, if that didn't do, okay, I'm going to let that go and pass. No. A lot of times I wasn't making myself accountable for a lot of those things. So when I say I'm a serial entrepreneur, yes, I am. I really am. Several different businesses. But out of all of those different businesses that brought in lots of money, this one right here, the Season of Self-Love podcast, Elevate Me Self-Discovery, Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast, the Papa Life Foundation, Our Souls Are Not Lost. Those are the ones that has been most fulfilling for me on a professional and a personal level. So now that I am working in my purpose, that I am living in my purpose, it has truly been the greatest experience ever. And I say I am always on a natural high. I am. And it's even when I don't feel good, even when I have a migraine or a headache, the highness of my spirituality, it comes over and it helps to uplift me. It allows me to have compassion for myself. Like, okay, you can lay down today. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So for you all, setting intentions for career success and fulfillment, these steps are a great start. They truly are. And I want you to remember setting intentions and goals is an ongoing process. Regularly reassessing your goals, adjust your plans if necessary, and stay committed to your personal and professional development as a journey. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and then we're going to end this show right now. All right. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we'll be right back.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me Self-Discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me Self-Discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we were talking about setting intentions for career success and fulfillment. But before we close out this show, I want to just remind that today, as we celebrate a legacy of an extraordinary civil rights leader, let us take a moment to reflect on his tremendous contribution to our culture and society. Dr. King's unwavering dedication to justice, equality, and love has left an inevitable mark on history and inspiring generations to come. And at the Season of Self-Love podcast, we honor Dr. King's birthday with a deep gratitude for his tireless work and heroic service. His commitment to peaceful activism continues to shape our understanding of compassion and unity and the power of love. And in this episode, we are reminded of the importance of self-love as we navigate our own personal and professional journeys. That we recognize that self-love not only fosters personal growth and well-being, but also empowers us to create a positive change in our communities. So Dr. King, he demonstrated an unwavering belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. And it's through acts of self-love that we can honor his vision. So by embracing our own uniqueness, fostering empathy, and nurturing our minds and hearts, we contribute to a collective growth and progress of our society. So as we celebrate Dr. King's birthday, let us embody his teachings by spreading love, understanding, and kindness with ourselves and towards others. And let us take this opportunity to reflect on how we can contribute to creating a more just and equitable world of all. So join us on the Season of Love podcast as we explore the transformative power of self-love and how it intersects with the important historical figures like Dr. Martin Luther King. And together, let's continue the legacy of love and justice that he so bravely fought for. And we just want to give a heavenly birthday to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And just, thank him for all the impact that he has on all of our lives, no matter what color, creed that you were. Was an amazing part of my history and my culture. All right, so as we wrap today's session, I encourage you to think about your career path and how setting intentional goals can help you to alter your professional life. And I also want you to remember that your career is more than that, just a simple job. That it's important to accept, it's an important aspect of your life journey and your story. And I thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to hearing about your tremendous aspirations and professional triumphs. And just keep focused, keep inspired, and let's set intentions that will lead us to both professional success and personal success and fulfillment. Have a good one. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Sending light, love, and prayers.